All right, welcome back to me building my SaaS to 100 grand a month. Actually, might not be that long before I'm there, but it won't happen if I keep having these fucking problems with fuckery Fivetran, as I've called them in the past. I just submitted a report request or a support request to Fivetran, and I'm really hoping that if you're from Fivetran, you're gonna watch this video and you're gonna go, "Oh shit, can we please make sure this customer is taken care of?" Hopefully, the support request does the same, but I have had somewhat questionable success with their support in the past. So, anyways, I'll get into what that support looks like because it's rather laughable, and then I'm going to show you just the problems that I'm having right now with Fivetran, especially if you're considering using Fivetran or integrating with some tool like Facebook or Google Ads or like a lot of these, especially it's these big companies. I mean, if they have an API, I guess a lot of companies integrating can be a huge pain in the ass. Google and Facebook, massive pain in the ass. So I haven't undertaken doing it myself. You use these companies like Fivetran; they allow you to connect there and then pull the data. But I've had a shit ton of issues with it, and so there. I'll just go through. Basically, the way you should write now, the way I think everyone writes, is you just use whisper flow, right? I've talked about whisper flow before, and you just talk, and you just complain about your fucking shitty fucking life, and then you press done, and then it posts it. So I just talk for like 5 minutes straight, and then it kind of takes out the expletives and makes it nice. So, anyways, there's a lot of issues with Fivetran. I'll try to walk you through it. So, basically, I'm connecting to Facebook and Google, and I'm forced to sync a set of tables. So I'll show you what that looks like. Actually, let me show you. Okay, so this is our final table of ad spend. This is really the main thing that we're looking at. So we have a source type, so that's Facebook ads or Google ads. We have an account type, or a map type actually. This is kind of internal. Then we have a report date, which as you can see, firstly, this is not a real date. This is a fucking string. All right? I don't care what you say. This is a string. This is not a date. So when my dashboard goes to look at your ad spend data, it has to basically figure out what time zone is this? What is going on here? What the fuck is this? This is just unacceptable having no report date. I mean, the other bad thing about Fivetran is they don't fucking communicate. I don't know. I don't know. Like, they have a very complicated product, so I guess it's fair enough. But at the same time, it's like, all right, dude, literally this fucking, this, if Facebook only gives you this, then fair enough. But I think Fivetran, especially because I'm running a transformation, which I'll show you in a second, they should be able to give me the real date. And then we have total spend and conversions reported. And so, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm paying $1,000 a month for Fivetran. My database, like 250, my backend 250, Vercel's like less than 100, and then Fivetran just blows everything out of the fucking water in a bad way. It's insane. Fivetran is such a small part of my app, and yet it costs astronomically a lot, basically. I started that sentence wrong, but you get the idea. It's just extremely expensive for what it is. Realistically, I think I'd probably make more money if I just dropped them. At least for now. Anyways, yeah, so I'm forced to sync. So, okay, anyways, I'll go back to this. So you saw this is what the data that we're actually using looks like, and then this is what the other table that we're using is. It's ad accounts table, so it has like basically an account name, and then we have an account status. And this for Facebook, this can come straight from Facebook, so it can say, unsettled, whatever. But then for most of them, we have to look at this data. We have to say, okay, what's the most recent date from this list of reports? And we would say, okay, so the most recent date is 0731. And if we have any accounts with ad spend for this date, then that means this is the most recent date. And so that means all these accounts are going to be marked as inactive because this is the most recent date. And obviously, I could probably do a better job of writing this query so that it only looks at days where, you know, most of the accounts show as like having spend on this day rather than just like one or two. But it's insane that I have to do this just to figure out what the status of the account is. Like, how can Fivetran not tell me that this account is spending and this one isn't? And I'll show you what I have to do for that. So this is a new connector that just got created, and these are all the tables that we have. So we have 131 tables, and we have a bunch of useless bullshit. Sorry. Action, video, sound. What the fuck does this mean? I don't give a fuck about this. Look at this. There's so much shit that I'm not even using. And so basically what I have to do, anyways, so I have to deselect these 131 tables, and manually I have to go to this, which is a kind of doc for the transformation that I'm running to format the data nicely into one schema. Because, by the way, this syncs into my database and it creates a separate schema for every single connection. So my database has like probably like 30 fucking gigabytes of useless data that I'm not even using. And by the way, it's so big that I can't even delete it from my database because it just times out. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, so I just select these tables, right? So I go, okay, let me select this table. Okay. Now this one. Okay. I search it and I check it. Okay, now this one. And I keep going. And I keep going and I select all, what is this? 10, 12 tables. And then, because I've put it off for a few days because it fucking sucks, I have this many goddamn connections to fucking put together manually because Fivetran doesn't have an API to do it. And I'm going to show you, I'll just skip to the fucking thing that I was going to show you, which is, this is what this guy sent me. Sorry to blow up your spot, Jared, but basically, I complained about this a while ago. I said, dude, this is like a huge pain in the ass. And he said, oh, sorry for the delay. I guess he was on vacation or something. My understanding was that tables have to be patched, so like patch request, out individually. But it may be worth experimenting with the following to see if that works for drop all. What kind of fucking support is this, dude? Sorry, Jared. If you're watching this, you're a nice guy, dude. But look, it may be worth experimenting with the following to see. Dude, if I told my customers that, if they said, hey, this thing, you know, how do I do this? Like, for your app that, you know, I guess Jared didn't build it, but he's he's technical support. If someone said, how do I do this? And I said, oh, I don't know, man. You should try this. I would go, my customers would leave me. That's literally what might happen here with me and Fivetran, because this is his support. And I didn't even try this because I'm like, all right, I might fuck something up, which ETL is fair enough. It's complicated shit. It's like, if I fuck something up, it's going to be a pain in the ass to fix. But I'm not going to try this. And yeah, it's just like, oh, you should experiment with this. And it's just like, their API is dog shit. They have this powered by Fivetran thing, which is supposed to be built for what I'm doing. But in my findings so far, it has been just a huge pain in the ass. So yeah, that was one of my complaints. There's no straightforward API. Of course, there's the UI, which is, as you just saw, a huge pain in the ass to opt in to the tables I need. Yeah, I mean, and so basically what's happening is I'm pulling all this data. So account history, ad set history, creative history, demographics country, demographics region, all this shit just to get those two tables I was showing you in my database. And then I have this transformation, which runs, which I don't even know, like, I guess I could probably click on this to fucking read it, but okay, let's see what this does. So basically what I'm trying to figure out here is I have these 6 fucking tables running, and I think I'm only using like 2, right? And I want to turn off all the ones I don't need, and I want to turn off all the tables that I don't need, and I want to automate that. That's really that's a lot of what I need. But if I look at this, I don't even know what the fuck this means. This is not null, add reporting account, report ID. Like, this is just gibberish. These docs are just gibberish. I don't understand this. Like, the way I've talked about Fivetran in the past is it feels like they expect you to be an ELT. ELT means extract, load, transfer. So they extract the data from Facebook for me. They load it. I don't know what that step really means. Then they transfer it to my database. But they expect you to be a fucking ELT expert when you're using their product. And guess what? I'm not. I don't give a shit about ELT. I just want this shit to fucking work. And they're like, God, this video is never getting monetized. But yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous that they like, all they go is, oh, use the DBT docs. I'm like, bro, are you fucking joking? Also, where's the fucking AI help, dude? Like, all my vendors have an AI that I can just ask a question. And they do not. Arguably the most fucking complicated product. There's no AI with a RAG to just search the docs for me and figure this shit out. They understand shit better than me. Cause I don't know what this is. I don't know columns. What table is this coming from? What table? If I knew what table, I could turn off the tables that I don't need here. Then I wouldn't have to fucking do all that shit. And then I could actually, and if I could automate it, then, oh my God, that would save me so much fucking time. So yeah, every time I onboard a customer, I have to spend 15 minutes. It does take 15 minutes because I block out 15 minutes and then I have to fucking sit there and do it. And I usually put it off. And then if I forget, then a customer's like, hey, it's been like a week and I have no ad spend data. And I go, fuck. Fivetran's fault. You know, I just blame it on Fivetran because they fucking piss me off. Anyways, yeah, this is all I want. All I want to do is show ad account status and spend. And right now, I have to do this hacky fucking workaround to figure out if an ad account is active. And as my customers have made quite clear to me, all the accounts right now show as paused because of this one account that's shown as having spend for tomorrow, which obviously makes no sense. And I think it's because the time zones are totally fucked up. That actually is probably why. It's probably in some fucked up time zone that's like 23 hours ahead. God damn it. Yeah. And then, so yeah, ChatGPT got this wrong. I had to fix it. My current solution is not to patch out each table individually. My current solution is to fucking sit there and do it manually on the computer, which is hell. Yeah. And then there's no granularity in the data. Also, when you're looking at the dashboard and you go like, you know, last 7 days, what's the ad spend? It might include the first day, or it might not, or the last day, or it might not, because there's no fucking time zone to base it off of. So I guess we could use local time, but if you're across the world managing these accounts, you're going to see a different number because your time zone on your computer is going to be different. I don't actually know how I handle that right now, but it's not going to make a big difference because it's just fucked. Yeah, I need it to be fucking accurate. Genius. God, I'm being such a dick. Alright. Hopefully someone from Fivetran watches this and takes pity on me, but, yeah. Hey, this is product feedback, dude. Day in the life as a Fivetran customer. I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. Anyways, dude, I get these emails so much. They are just blowing up my spot with emails like this. And tell me, what am I supposed to do with this fucking email? Error. Facebook ads connection name. Okay. The following issue is preventing data from being sent to the warehouse and needs to be resolved. So what is this? This is just a box. This isn't an error. Wow, this is crazy. I never even clicked on this because I didn't even know this was a fucking... It says last sync unsuccessful. Status is broken. First syncs failed. But... Facebook... Okay, what is the problem? Skipped ad accounts, latency issue, skipped fields, skipped entities, rate limit exceeded. I mean, this is why I don't want to build my own report, because some... Might have been an angel, commented on one of my videos and said you don't want to build your own connection because the rate limit is, like, their API sucks balls. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I understand Fivetran has a hard job, right? But what am I supposed to do here? I guess reconnect? Is that it? Like, it says last sync completed 15 days ago. So it completed, and now it's broken. And you're probably, I mean, honestly, I haven't done a good job of explaining this. You probably look at this and go, I mean, it's obvious, dude. It's just like, it failed and you need to reconnect. Well, first of all, to reconnect it, I need to create like a dialogue for my customer to go in and reconnect, which is a pain in the ass. I have to set up the whole flow for reconnecting an account. And then I don't even know if this is the issue because half the time when I get this fucking email, just look at this, how vague this error is. We can't connect to the source system for this connection. It just fucking repeated itself. We cannot connect to the Facebook ads. Depending on the cause, you may need to correct your connection's account credentials, update your connection method, or reauthorize Fivetran. Which one is it? You have the error details. You should be able to tell me what the problem is. I'm not a fucking... Of course, I'm not an LT fucking genius. I'm not the one who needs to figure this out. I guess it is my problem, but it's... What's that saying? It is my problem, but it's not my fault. That's not it. Something like that. Yeah. And then half the time when I get this email, I get another one like 3 hours later and it goes, oh, no, it's all good. And I go, okay, why did you send me this email if it's going to be all good in fucking 3 hours? Just alert me when something's really going wrong. This is my email. This isn't my fucking butthole. It's not open to business that often. So yeah, and then, yeah, I was just complaining, like, there's no fucking actionable details. Dude, I left a scathing review because they sent me an email. They said, how do you like using Fivetran? I go, oh, I'm about to, oh. And so there was like barely any expletives, if any. And all I said was, dude, I've had so many problems. This is insane, and I'm spending a shit ton of money. And it's just been hell. And they didn't message me back. Like, I submitted customer feedback, and they had my email, and they never sent me an email to be like, hey, Adam, you're having problems. Like, maybe we should get someone to help you. No, I got none of that. And then, I mean, one thing I'm worried about is that I'm spending $1,000 a month, which to me feels like a lot, especially because it's literally like, 15% of my revenue, something like that. And like of revenue, right? And it breaks all the time, and I have all these problems, and I go, okay, for $1,000 a month, like I should be getting, again, like I said, it blows all my other vendors out of the fucking water. Even Neon, which I'm having like a billion fucking, that shit pisses me off that I have 800 schemas in my database that are just for storing this data. That's really annoying to me. But yeah, I just have like all this fucking shit in my database, and yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I guess, anyways, I'm saying I'm worried that $1,000 a month is like small fry for them, and that they're looking for someone who's going to spend, like, I would imagine they're very kind of enterprise focused. So if you go like fivetran.com, ooh, I'll open those in a new tab. Yeah, JetBlue. Okay. They got JetBlue there. They got Autodesk, whatever the fuck that is. Pitney Bowes. All right. Maybe they're not as oh, here we go. OpenAI, Spotify, Salesforce, Volkswagen. So they've got big companies. So I'd imagine maybe $5,000 or $1,000 a month is probably not that much. Even though I have a lot of momentum, and they can probably see that I'm adding a lot of users really quickly. If I'm not a big deal to them, then I'm just going to have to go somewhere else, because clearly this is not the solution for me. This is built for someone else. Some other company. Right? And then I'll have to put out an official statement that, hey, Fivetran is not for you. If you're a small founder, go somewhere else, dude. Fivetran will not support you. I thought they were part of YC. No, they just help YC. Damn, 50K. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, anyways, that is it. And then, yeah, I had a bunch of questions. I'm just trying to understand how the fuck to use this product because, like I said, I'm not a fucking ELT expert. And the main things I'm looking into are Albato. So Albato, I actually talked to them as like an Italian company, which seemed pretty decent. I think they're much more um, kind of focused on this embedded. So you have it's called an iPaaS in some cases, ELT/iPaaS, integration platform as a service, which is kind of confusing. I mean, this whole space is really confusing. It's just a whole fucking thing. Um, but yeah, they have an embedded iPaaS, and then Fivetran has powered by Fivetran, which basically do the same thing. But with Albato, I mean, let's go. Okay, it's gonna be, dude. When I was looking at Albato, they said, embedded integrations and iPaaS. So, oh, it used to be from $1,000 a month. So now it says from $1,500 per month. And it says transactions per month. Active users is unlimited. App connections, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this looks much more attractive. I might have to book a demo with Albato very quickly because even for $1,500 a month, it's going to be high. But as long as I can grow with that, and as long as I don't have the constant fucking issues that I have with Fivetran right now, then I'm going to be much happier than, spending $1,000 a month for the most dog shit vendor I've ever experienced in my entire life. Sorry if you're watching this again from Fivetran. I don't want to be discouraging. I just want it to work. And then another interesting one was Airbyte. Although Fivetran, when I reached out to Fivetran, I didn't really have much to say. I was like, look, I'm basically pre-revenue. I'm a very small company, but I need this to work. And, basically, Fivetran was the first one to give me a demo, and it seemed like the right choice. And Airbyte, I think I reached out, and they just said, they just emailed me back. I requested a demo, and they just emailed me back, But yeah, I think Airbyte does something similar. I don't know. Oh, they do databases. I would definitely pay for a fucking database. Let's say, I mean, we're probably only replicating max like 10 gigs per month. I don't know, 20 million per month. It's like $400. Sounds about right. And then hopefully they should have a embedded, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if like Notion uses this because they just added a feature like this. It would be weird if they actually built out their own connection. I'm sure companies like, OpenAI, they have an integration with some of these tools. I wonder if OpenAI integrates your like Facebook account and Google account. How does that work? Anyways, yeah. That's the rant. That really is a rant. I hope you enjoyed watching this rant. I realized about 10 minutes in that you would really have to be entertained by me ranting to keep watching, unless you're a potential Fivetran customer, in which case, I mean, look, if they deliver top-notch support, I will make another video. I'll go, I was wrong about Fivetran. I mean, these guys are the best. But if my expectation happens and things keep going the same, then in this moment, I would say, schedule a few demos, look around, ask about the granular shit, because this fucking iPaaS ELT whole niche is not straightforward. Oh, dude, there was this company, motherfucker. I wish I could remember. Why does that button do the same thing? Okay. There was this company. God damn it, Discord is just such a mess. Ingest? No, that's something else. Dude, you're probably so bored watching this, if anyone's still watching this. Otherwise you probably just fell asleep. Dude, did I leave their fucking community? What the fuck happened? Oh, Pika. There we go. Alright. Wow, that's crazy. Is that really... Wait. Oh, okay, this is a private... Look at this, dude. These guys, this is a startup. They gave me a private channel in their Discord. They gave me like this private access thing, which I don't really know what it meant, but you create a partner key, something like that. And it's a data integration platform. The issue I found was that I would have to basically create my own app. So my own integration for Facebook, and then I would just have to connect it through Pika. And so I still had to get approved for an app through Facebook, which is a huge pain in the ass. I mean, maybe given my experience with Fivetran, that's the right approach. Create my own app, get it approved, and then go to Pika and be like, yo, can you handle this fucking shit ass... Like, look at this. This is basically, I guess, the perfect analog or analogy for what I was saying. Build a data team. I'm not doing that. Create data models. That sounds like a pain in the ass. Buy a data warehouse. Fuck that. ETL pipelines. Fuck that. Yeah, and then so they would just simplify it. I guess the issue was just that I would have to build my own connector, which it is a huge pain in the ass. Everyone I've talked to who says they've done it, it took 3-4 months. I can't afford to wait that long, honestly. And I mean, maybe I could make it work. Like, wait 3 or 4 months to get it approved, go through the whole fucking process, like get everything buttoned up and fucking submit it 8,000 times. Eventually, we might be able to get it working, but yeah, it's just this whole space is a fucking mess. So, anyways, I'm sure this video was very unhelpful unless you work at Fivetran. You're considering your own, finding an ETL/iPaaS provider, or you're building like an analytics tool, and basically the former. So yeah, that is my rant. And hopefully you enjoyed watching this rant. Plenty more to come. I will do my best to make a follow-up video on this situation, which has just graced me from the skies. It is making my life absolutely just barely bearable. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.